Hello and welcome. It's nice to have you join us on today's news. I'm Sarah Dedewe Appa. Here are the highlights. Governor Dere charges Ministry of Agriculture on food sufficiency. Residents in Bayelsa State demand improved amenities as the nation makes independence. Plus, October 1st protest records low turnout. And now the details. Governor Dere has charged the Commissioner of Agriculture in the state to fashion out a template that ensures the enhancement of food sufficiency in the state. He gave the charge during the 139th Executive Council meeting of the Prosperity Administration. According to Governor Dere, one of the reasons that informed the non-participation of Bayelsans in the Independence Day protest was the fact that there wasn't large-scale hunger abounding in Bayelsa State. Government House correspondent George Ameli was there and now completes the report.
Food is amongst the basic necessities of life, and in ensuring that citizens of the state are well in body and spirit, abundance of food should be a matter of concern to the state government. To this end, Governor of Bayelsa State, Senator Doye Diri, on Wednesday, gave the marching order to his Agriculture Commissioner to set up a rolling scheme that will sustain food sufficiency and security in the state.
In this period of hunger protests, I am yet to see your blueprint, and your blueprint should be one of the first that I should see on the organized way of farming, not the one that my mother and my grandmother did. Not with cutlasses and hoes anymore. I'm aware that the tractors that were promised is already on the way. I'm aware that the rice mill is also on their way. And what I want us to do is that will be a takeoff. We are going to, through them, procure more of those tractors, procure more of those rice mills. And I want people to be involved in commercial agriculture. And you are the one leading the trail. If this government fails, you have failed.
Before now, the government of Bayelsa State had advanced loans to Bayelsa farmers and cabinet members, all in a bid to ensuring food security. The governor sought for the actual state of affairs concerning the loan and its objectives.
Commissioner for Agriculture, you are at liberty to find out and report back to me how each and every member of this cabinet has used their loans. We have to use our cabinet as an example. It was not free money, and we announced it to everybody who took that loan. And we will use it to also evaluate what others who have benefited have used their loans for. I don't want that culture of taking loans and using it to go and do something else and not agriculture. And so I want that report of all the Executive Council members, both those who have left. And thereafter, we will now extend it to the farmers themselves.
Addressing the Independence Day protest over hunger in parts of the country, the Bayelsa governor reiterated that to the extent that his administration remains people-oriented, issues like hunger won't push Bayelsans to the streets. From Government House in Yenagoa, George Ameli reporting for NDTV News.
Governor Doye Diri has expressed gratitude to indigents of the state for overwhelmingly re-electing him and his deputy, Senator Lawrence Erojakpo. He expressed his gratitude in his maiden broadcast to Bayelsans since his inauguration for a second term, marking Nigeria's 64th anniversary and the state's 28th anniversary. According to him, the sacrifices of our independence heroes and the aspirations of our state's founding fathers, as well as their staunch commitment to unity and progress, have paved the way for our collective journey. He said Bayelsa State has come a long way since its creation on October 1st, 1996, and appreciated the efforts of past administrations of the state and the courage, strength, and ingenuity of all who helped to develop the state. Governor Dere stated that his government has made remarkable achievements in the areas of peace, security, sports, education, healthcare, road infrastructure, human capacity building, empowerment, and skills acquisition. Adding that, these achievements have laid the foundation for this administration's assured prosperity agenda aimed at steering Bayelsa towards a happier future. Governor Dere pledged not to let Bayelsans down and asked all and sundry to join hands to build a Bayelsa and Nigeria where every citizen feels valued, represented, and empowered. Residents in Bayelsa State have called on governments at various tiers to provide the necessary amenities needed to better the lives of its citizens as the nation celebrates its independence. These were contained in separate interviews by respondents who spoke with NDTV News in Yenagoa. Correspondent Ozeki Zibetete's report is read from our studio.
Independence Days are marked with fanfare and celebrations as the country marks its 64th independence and Bayelsa State at 28. NDTV crew went round Yenagoa metropolis to feel the pulse of the people. Residents were seen in solemn gatherings speaking on the day. High Chief Charles Uguru assured Nigerians of the positive intent in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's reform programs. He further called for building of industries to create employment opportunities.
Building industries, encouraging people to build industries, training people outside. The essence of certificate in Nigeria, owning certificate and not industrializing certificate is bad. You send people abroad, learn these trades and come back, build industries for them to employ more people. The country is all about building, not to just acquire knowledge and stay in your house and do knowledge for the best. We are not going by certificate.
Other respondents called on the state government to implement the 70,000 naira minimum wage for civil servants, provide amenities for its citizenry, alongside clear the APA Creek and canals to reduce the effect of flood in the state.
In Bayelsa here, we have a lot to reckon it. Both the farmers, civil servants, and everybody, common men, we are suffering. Bayelsa is not favorable to us, especially like our creek. It's been blocked by weeds. They should come and clear the weeds, water weeds, but also that from the north to the south, the river will be open so that the flood will pass through.
The issue of hike in fuel was also a disturbing one, as Matilda John has a view.
What do we face now? The fuel price is too high. Because when fuel come down, at least things self will come down. So it better make people do something about it so that make the fuel try, make it try best so that make the fuel self come down and beg.
All right.
The planned October 1st protest recorded a low turnout in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as well as in the various states across the country. This reduced turnout occurred in the wake of heavy security measures deployed by law enforcement agencies, which were visibly present to deter potential unrest. The protest, organized by the Take It Back movement, was in direct response to President Bola Tinubu's announcement earlier regarding a planned 30 days National Youth Conference. In his Independence Day address, Tinubu announced plans to convene a youth conference, which he said would be held for 30 days to address and discuss challenges facing the Nigerian youth, who account for more than 60% of Nigeria's population. According to President Tinubu, the 30-day confab will unite young people nationwide to collaboratively develop solutions to issues such as education, employment, innovation, security, and social justice, adding that the modalities of this confab and selection of delegates will be designed in close consultation with young people through their representatives. However, the organizers of the protest, the Take It Back movement, rejected the planned 30-day National Youth Conference announced by President Bola Tinubu. The group described the initiative as a jamboree designed to reward the president's supporters. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will depart Abuja today for the United Kingdom to begin a 2-week vacation as part of his yearly leave. He will use the 2 weeks as a working vacation and a retreat to reflect on his administration's economic reforms. He will return to the country after the leave expires. You are on to NDTV News. We'll take a short break now. When we return, October 1st protest records low turnout. Details after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the NS Ikoli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy.
Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Welcome back, and the news continues. Famous Nollywood actress Funke Akindele and singer Mr. Easy have taken to social media to celebrate Nigeria at 64. And on a sad note, popular Hollywood actor John Amos, known for his roles in Coming to America and Good Times, dies at 84. For more on entertainment news, here's Delight Oladele.
Famous Nollywood actress Funke Akindele and singer Mr. Easy have taken to social media to celebrate Nigeria at 64. The stars celebrated Nigeria's independence on Tuesday with encouraging messages amid economic hardship in the country. According to a post on Funke's Instagram handle, she wrote, "I pray that this country will be great. Yes, we keep saying it will be great. It will be great because this is where I earn a living. For me, I will not japa. I'll remain in Nigeria. Nigeria go better." She further emphasized that we have weather storms, but our spirit remains unbroken, thereby celebrates our resilience, creativity, and hope, also envisioning a Nigeria where dreams flourish, talent thrives, and opportunities abound. Let's believe in a brighter tomorrow. Similarly, Mr. Easy on his X handle wrote, "Celebrating the strength, resilience, and energy of all citizens, hoping for a greater future. Happy independence." Also, Nollywood actress Funke Akindele has welcomed Big Brother Naija contestant Wani to her production team. Wani expressed a deep admiration for Funke during a chat with the other housemates on the show and voiced her aspiration to collaborate with her on future projects. Wani also hailed Akindele as a legendary figure in the industry, applauding her successful career and high-quality films. A supporter of Winnie later posted a clip of the conversation on the social media platform X, encouraging Funke Akindele to consider the housemate's request and take her seriously. Not long after, Funke Akindele responded with a supportive message on X, confirming her willingness to grant Wani's wish. On a sad note, popular Hollywood actor John Amos, known for his roles in Coming to America and Good Times, dies at 84. According to a statement by his son, Kelly Christopher, announced that the actor passed away of natural causes. He said, "It is with heartfelt sadness I share with you that my father has transitioned. He was a man with the kindest heart and a heart of gold, and he was loved the world over." He further said, "Many fans consider him as their TV father." Christopher emphasized that his legacy will live on in his outstanding works in television and film as an actor. Delight Oladele for Entertainment News.
And on to the foreign scene. Israeli airstrikes and a ground operation targeting the Khan Yunis area in southern Gaza has killed at least 51 people. Israeli tanks reportedly advanced into some parts of the city and its surrounding area on Tuesday night, with residents reporting gunfire and heavy shelling. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said it had struck Hamas, targets located in 3 schools sheltering displaced people in central and northern Gaza. Later, the Al-Amal Institute for Orphans said in a Facebook post that 8 people were killed and a large number wounded, including children and women, when an Israeli strike hit one of its buildings, housing hundreds of displaced civilians. Israel's continued strikes into Gaza came a day after it repelled a barrage of missiles from Iran and launched a ground invasion into Lebanon. Meanwhile, the White House, in a statement, said President Joe Biden has directed U.S. forces to aid Israel's defense against Iran, which launched missile attacks against the Jewish state. Since Salvet, U.S. National Security Council spokesperson, said Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris are monitoring the Iranian attack against Israel from the White House Situation Room and receiving regular updates from their national security team. According to the spokesperson, Biden has directed the U.S. military to aid Israel's defense against Iranian attacks and shoot down missiles targeting Israel. And on to the ever-busy world of sports, Bayer Leverkusen's second straight UEFA Champions League victory was secured by Super Eagles striker Victor Boniface, who continued his excellent form by scoring the game's lone goal in the second half. For details on sports updates, let's join Miene Ayemi.
In their second match of the UEFA Champions League, Bayer Leverkusen defeated AC Milan, ending a 5-match winless streak at home. Bayer Leverkusen's second straight UEFA win victory was secured by Super Eagles striker Victor Boniface, who continued his excellent form by scoring the game's lone goal in the second half. After a heartbreaking 3-1 loss to Liverpool at the San Siro, Milan entered this game with the hopes that a victory over Leverkusen would boost their confidence. Nevertheless, following this most recent defeat, AC Milan finds itself in a vulnerable position and may have to leave the competition early under the new format. The decisive moment came when AC Milan goalkeeper Mike Maignan pushed Jeremy Frimpong's attempt into a well-placed Boniface, who tapped in from close range. On another news, at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal put on a polished performance to defeat Paris Saint-Germain 2-0 and win their first Champions League match of the year. The Gunners took the lead in the first half thanks to a towering header from Kai Havertz, who ducked between the 2 defenders and beat Gianluigi Donnarumma to Leonardo Trossard's cross. For the second goal, Arsenal showed off their mastery of set pieces. Usually, the creator Bukayo Saka found himself on the receiving end of a near-post delivery from wide on the right that bounced through a mass of bodies, outpacing Donnarumma and going straight in. After the second goal, Gabriel Martinelli twice shot too close to the PSG goalkeeper, giving Arsenal the chance to extend their lead. Donnarumma also denied Trossard from close range. With an average age of 23, Luis Enrique's revamped team also produced opportunities as Nuno Mendes missed the post from a distance during the first half and João Mendes later hit the crossbar from a corner. However, in the second half, Arsenal held firm and Mikel Arteta also gave fit against summer signing Mikel Merino his debut from the bench. With the victory, Arsenal moves up into the 8th spot in the league phase table, while PSG drops to 18th place. I am Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
And to end the news, let's take another look at stories that made headlines. Governor Oyedere has charged the Commissioner of Agriculture in the state to fashion out a template that ensures the enhancement of food sufficiency in the state. We also brought you a report that residents in Bayelsa State have called on government at various tiers to provide the necessary amenities needed to better the lives of its citizens as the nation celebrates its independence. And finally, the planned October 1st protest recorded a low turnout in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, as well as in the various states across the country. That's it on today's news. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Dadiowe Apa.